Oh, yeah, I'm going to say it. The Pope is a very, very dark individual. He abuses the word of God, manipulates it to come across his own demonic globalistic purposes, and the things that he says continues to be an enemy of all free people. And yes, I'm going to say it again. He continues to stand as an enemy against all free people. I want you to listen to a quote that I'm going to read to you, that the Pope just issued. And by the way, this statement is so unbelievably unbiblical, so absolutely absurd. Anytime I hear anybody say in the name of God, boy, oh boy, you better be dead on. You better be biblical. You better be right. Look at what he says here. He says, in the name of God, I ask the technology giants to stop exploiting human weakness. What an absurd statement. Anyway, to stop exploiting human weakness, people's vulnerability for the sake of profits without caring about the spread, ready, of hate speech, grooming, fake news, conspiracy theories, and political manipulation. Wow. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. His organization is saying all kinds of crazy things. And folks, he is demanding that big tech censor any form of free speech. Do I like hate speech? Heck no, I don't like hate speech. But what the general consensus in the ugly world in which we live calls hate speech is us quoting the Bible. These are people that have no idea what freedom to the people actually is. They want to continue to be the ruling class, and we must not accept it. I do not know why people continue to give this evil guy any kind of credibility, because he deserves none. He is a hardcore globalist. He is absolutely indoctrinated into the ruling class. He has no desire to stand up for what's true, because if he wanted to stand up for what's true, he would speak against the inhumanity of censoring speech. Because that's where real inhumanity takes place. Because when you censor speech, you also begin to cover evil manipulations and practices. And if somebody doesn't have the freedom to be able to speak up when they identify something that is incorrect, you take away the ability for society to correct itself based on the input that other people provide. Folks, this Pope is an evil man, and he needs to be regarded as such. It kills me to see that there are more and more people who call themselves church leaders who are continuing to propagate this baloney. It can no longer be tolerated. We are the church of Jesus Christ, and we must stand against this nonsense. No more. No more. We must not self-censor. We must speak boldly, and we must stand for the principles that allow us to speak freely. Why? Because this freedom was God's idea. It wasn't man's. And when you have somebody saying in the name of God, shut people's mouths up, you know that that doesn't come from God. It comes from the father of lies. It comes from Satan himself, and that's the reality of it. Shame on the Pope. He needs to wake up and understand what God's idea of freedom is really about. God bless you.